see how they attack it.
From DC, the studio who hides the heroes' faces in their intro because they're all about to get recast, comes a follow-up to their breakout hit, Shazam.
They already knew.
Shazam's greatest nemesis finally faces off against whoever these guys are in a film whose biggest selling point is the after-credit scene. Whoa, The Rock is gonna fight Superman. Black Adam. Slow down the and for a superhero flick that asks nothing of its audience but to open up and say, where the themes never get deeper than talk versus punch.
Fighting won't solve this.
I disagree. Me too.
Characters blurt out the backs of their own trading cards.
The nanobots were injected into my bloodstream by this really messed up scientist who kidnapped me when I was 15.
And you can feel the screenwriter writing, put something better here later than never going back for a second draft.
Our mission is to protect global stability. We're here to restore peace to Kandahar, and we will use force if necessary.
Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Exposit me, baby.
That's the good stuff.
Taking over Kandak for its precious Eternium. Now, Black Adam will come out of his cave to stop them. But this resurrected Middle Eastern savior is less Jesus and more Zeus.
Jesus.
As
that was
Black
a good one.
Adam rises to the top of the DC Universe's hierarchy of power, totally a thing, just keeps on rising. And rising. Until he's a video game character with infinite health and 5 stars on GTA.
5 stars.
No point in fighting. We both know no one can stop me.
Yeah, we know. Can we just end the movie then? Return to ancient times when the legend of Teth Adam began and meet a young boy destined to become the people's champion and perhaps someday deliver the people's elbow, uniting them all under the symbol of Rockefeller Records in a series of fake-out flashbacks that are supposed to make you think this kid is young Black Adam.
That's right.
But the twist gets spoiled
Like,
when they keep showing The Rock right next to him.
He was, though.
There. That's you, Dwayne. It can still touch you when you're facing away. No one else looks that much like a really buff hot dog. Fighting him is the Justice Society.
Buff hot dog.
Repeatedly, until everyone gets bored with the idea.
How long we gonna keep doing this?
They're a crack team of whoever Amanda Waller can get on the phone. There's Hawkman, a billionaire crime fighter that Bruce Wayne just kind of forgot about when he was putting the Justice League together. Dr. Fate, a mystic who gets all hot and bothered whenever he rubs the tip of his helmet. Adam Smasher, a bumbling oaf you bring along when you really need the locals to hate you.
I am so sorry. Was that expensive?
But like his uncle says, hey, forget about it. And Maxine, a manic pixie tornado with all the powers and charm of a human vape.
My God.
Meanwhile, among the mere
she didn't work for me.
There's Adriana. She can read.
Given the gift
She
of magic.
can read.
6 immortal elders by name. This is the only path to life.
This big guy, he can see.
Baby, come back!
And Amon, he's so cool to the max, he has 7 skateboards. Meet
So
this
cool to the
duo with
max.
Freddie Freeman from Shazam has charisma.
Maybe clean up your outfit a little bit, get a cape, change your name. His name is, Captain Sparkle Fingers.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
A kid who knows all the DC heroes, except Shazam. Nobody ever mentioned Shazam.
Superman, Batman, Aquaman, you're way more stacked than any of them.
And in the year of our Lord, 2022, he's still doing the let's work on your catchphrase joke.
Tell them the Men in Black.
The year of our Lord.
Yes, but not to me. Say it to the bad guys. But before you zap them.
Nailed it. And just in time for the 30-year anniversary of Terminator 2. Still, good job.
And if you want to shine them on, it's hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yep.
So even though the hierarchy of the DC universe has actually changed,
Actually,
sending the
for
Rock
real.
into full-blown damage control mode,
Our margins don't live and die by box office numbers. It has long
with very long tentacles.
And most of the DCEU died on the way back to their home planets. Make room for a meat and potato story that gets the job done. A Pierce Brosnan who's only getting more easy on the eyes. And most importantly, it's got just enough PG-13 brutality to give grown men an alibi for watching a $400 million cartoon. See there, honey? Here's that other man's arm off. Only big boys are allowed to see that. Now let's go get you a video game on the way home. What do you say? Starring
What do you say, right?
Wayne
Yeah.
the Kool-Aid Man Johnson.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Cash Money's Birdman. Gold Bond. Medicated Powers. Can Man. Halle
Can't
Bailey. Laura Soft.
Okay.
Anti-hero. So wait, the hero? I rude myself today to see
Oh.
if I still feel. And the Snyder Cuts.
Oh God. Yeah, the things that were not in the movie, right? Is that kind of? Oh no, just the slow motion stuff. Okay, yeah. Yep. Still a lot of that, yeah. That really felt like it.
Adam ruins everything.
Okay.
Oh, right, the main villain. I remember literally nothing about him, and neither will you.
Yeah.
He did a sky beam. It's cute. Yeah, bunny.
Oh man.
I am Mighty Ray. Fear my eyeballs.
My eyeballs.
The line from Taken. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Autobots in trouble.
There we go.
Exploding planet.
Okay, that was good. That was really good. In the comments though, put which one you think is better, this one or the pitch meeting. We're gonna replay the pitch meeting. My original reaction, I'll replay that. Check that out. But also give me your thoughts on what's happening with the DC universe. I actually like it. I'm for it. I think they're doing a great job so far. James Gunn, he has an idea of what he's trying to do, and you got to kind of start over. I think you could keep some of the same actors and put them in different roles. Like Jason Momoa, I think this will be it for him with Aquaman, and he'll be Lobo in the DC universe, which I don't know if you see. Yeah, right there. So I think that's what he'll do. I think they'll kind of move some people around. You know, this has never been done before. We haven't seen a universe or a cinematic universe being pretty much demolished and redone, rebooted. The MCU is probably going to do it one day. We'll probably be long gone when that happens. But the MCU one day will do it, but we're actually seeing a first. And DC, if they do it right, maybe Marvel will kind of tailor what they do to what DC does with rebooting their universe. This is the first of seeing a cinematic universe being rebooted to this degree. And I think they're going about it the right way, just for me personally. Henry Cavill was great as Superman. I loved him as Superman, but I am ready for something different. I'm ready to get away a little bit from the Snyder Universe stuff, which I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was a great movie. Or episodic adventure. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I really did. But I'm ready for them to have a little bit more cohesiveness with their stories. And I'm ready for just better storytelling. Overall, let me know your thoughts on all DC stuff that's happening so far in the comments below. Obviously, the hierarchy of power, like they said, has changed. I talked about that in the Discord as well. But I'm going to do a replay of my pitch media reaction to Black Adam. Enjoy that. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So I was thinking we could get The Rock to star as Black Adam. Ah, which one? Which Rock? Yeah.
Which one?
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Oh, okay, you know, that makes a lot more sense. I thought this was like about a rock collection you had or something. I thought I wanted to make a stop-motion Black Adam movie starring a rock from my rock collection. Listen, I'm very embarrassed, and if we could just move on, I'd appreciate it. I guess. So anyway, there's gonna be this evil king 5,000 years ago in this place called Kandak, right? Right. And he makes this freaking crown that makes you powerful using a rare mineral called Eternium. Those all seem like they might be words. Sure. Thank you. And this little kid wants to oppose him, and so some wizards give him the power of Shazam, and he becomes a big old hero. Yeah. Oh boy, that's good. That's what we want in this movie. Actually, no, because Black Adam is not a hero. Oh, yeah, that's right. And so how are we going to show that he's not a hero? He's going to say it constantly. Oh, my God. Anyway, later in the movie, there's going to be a big reveal where we find out that this kid actually transferred the powers to his father and then was killed, so the father became Black Adam. Oh, they killed Black Adam's son? That is a big reveal. I'm going to put that in the trailer. Oh, please don't do that. That's gonna be good in the trailer, all right? So anyway, 5,000 years later, Kahndaq is now being oppressed by this gang called the Enter Gang. That's a terrible gang name. I don't know what to tell you, sir. They're good at gang stuff, not creative writing. That's fair. And so this lady, Adriana, wants to stop the gang from getting this crown, so she goes to get it before them. How does she find it? By driving up to the entrance of this cave and going in, and it's just it's floating there. So how was this lost for 5 millennia? Don't worry about it. But then some Intergang people show up, so she says some words that make Black Adam show up. Oh boy, here we go. And so then he shows up and starts killing all the bad guys, which is a big deal, you know, because heroes, they don't do that. They don't kill. Yeah, they pretty much all do. Hey, shut up. So he's not a hero. He's pretty much a villain if you think about it. He's such a bad guy. Is he killing random people? No, just like mean, evil guys that directly attack him. So he's pretty much a hero. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because remember, he's going to keep saying he's not. So he's not. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, no, okay, that's my bad. So does he speak in like an ancient language or something? No, he's just going to speak in Dwayne Johnson's normal American accent. How does that work? That's actually a really good question. It's kind of a combination of magic and Dwayne Johnson probably not being able to do an accent for a full movie. That makes sense. So anyway, then Amanda Waller's going to send the Justice Society to stop Black Adam. And so who's the Justice Society exactly? Oh, well, there's Hawkman, and he has like this long historied friendship with Dr. Fate, who loves to dramatically remove his helmet. That does sound fun. He does it in every single scene he's in. And then there's also a guy, Atom Smasher, and this girl, Cyclone. And what's their deal? Well, they're in the movie as well. Oh, shit. And so then a big chunk of the movie is going to be the Justice Society following Black Adam around and being like, heroes don't kill people. And he'll be like, I'm not a hero. He freaking loves saying that. He loves it. He really does. And we're also going to find out that Eternium stuff can actually like weaken and injure Black Adam.
That's right.
Oh boy, I bet that's going to come into play later. Nope. And then so also the leader of the bad guys, Ishmael, he's trying to get the crown. He wants it real bad.
Man.
Very rude. And at a certain point, they actually kidnap Adriana's son. Uh-oh, kidnapping. Yeah, Black Adam tried to stop it, but he failed. And so, you know, they got him. Oh, he didn't get there in time? No, he did. But instead of taking him from the apartment he was in and flying him far away, he just flew him to a different floor in the same building. So they, you know, they took him. Yeah, it was a decent strategy, but I could see why that totally didn't work at all. Yeah, and then they catch up with this bad guy who fires a bullet at the kid, but then Black Adam jumps in and stops the bullet, but makes a big explosion at the same time. Oh, do people die? Only the bad guys, and the kid is kind of unconscious. Wow. So then Black Adam turns himself in and gives up his powers. What? Why? Well, because of how horribly that just went. He saved the kid and got rid of the bad guys. That went fine. Well, he's gonna turn himself in, because we're at a point in the movie where something like that should probably happen. Okay, gotcha. So they lock him up in this underwater prison inside a water tank with a thing covering his mouth, because if he says Shazam, he turns back into Black Adam. Feels like the Justice Society's gonna need his help immediately. But then the Justice Society needs his help immediately. Oh my god. Yeah, see, they're in their fancy jet, and the jet detects that the demon Sabak has appeared. Their aircraft identifies demons by name. Yeah, sure, okay, and so it turns out the bad guy actually wanted Black Adam to kill him, because that's what would turn him into this big, powerful demon being. Uh-oh. And then Dr. Fate is gonna sacrifice himself. Oh, why? Because I was thinking of Pierce Brosnan for the role, and he'll probably only sign on for one movie. That makes sense. But before he dies, he telepathically helps Black Adam escape from his little water pod. So all he's gotta do is say Shazam and he'll get his powers back? Exactly. So he's gotta fight all these guards and then get to the door of this prison thing and then swim up to the surface and remove his mouth thing and say Shazam. Why doesn't he just remove the thing from his mouth and say Shazam as soon as he gets out of the pod? Because this is slightly more dramatic. So then he does say it and he flies in to help. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow. But then also Adriana's son has to convince a bunch of people to rise up and go fight, because the whole city's going nuts. Man, it's gonna be hard for a child to get the attention of a bunch of screaming adults. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, he stands up on a little thing and talks to all of them at like a normal speaking volume, and they all stop what they're doing and listen to him.
With
and
horrible
that works.
ADR.
It does, yeah. And so then all these people are like, hey, let's listen to this very quiet kid and rise up together. And what are they all gonna go fight exactly? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention there are skeleton zombies now. What? Yeah. Some little skeleton zombies showed up, so they all gotta fight those and regain the control of the city from the skeleton zombies that appeared. Isn't the city being run by a gang? Wouldn't it make more sense to rise up against them? Well, they're human, so that could get messy if they die. So no, it's gonna be a soulless CGI army, so there's no like moral implications when they kill these beings. Smart. So Adriana and some other characters are gonna be fighting these skeleton zombies, and then the kid rounds the corner on a skateboard with all these people behind him, and he's like, yo, mom! Cool 90s kids are tight. It's not the 90s, sir. He's just a cool skateboard kid who says, yo, mom, and wisecracks with Black Adam like he's John Connor from Terminator 2.
That movie from the early 90s?
Yes. All right. And so then Black Adam kills the demon guy, and everybody's very happy about it.
Amazing.
And then in a post-credit scene, Amanda Waller sends Superman to talk to Black Adam.
She can send Superman places?
I guess so, sir.
And so what does Superman say?
He says, let's openly talk about this scene in interviews so people come see this movie. I love that. I love that.
And so, yeah, that's about it. What do you think? Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. I say we get the ball rolling on this right now.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We're going to fast track this one.
Did you see Black Adam? Did you see it? It's in its second weekend, or it had its second weekend. Yeah, I think it had its second weekend, and it had a drop like most movies do. But this one, we'll see how it goes. But what did you think of it overall, though? That's really what I want to know. I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. It was fun because it was action packed and it was consistent with that. The story, weak. Them trying to make Black Adam a bad guy or an anti-hero in this movie, very weak. He's a good guy. He's a good guy with the morals that differ from other heroes in that he will kill people. And they just keep saying how, he's an anti-hero or he's a bad guy. He's not a hero. He is. So they don't do that very well. Then the end villain, Sabak, that whole scenario was not done well at all. The one thing I didn't like about this is that it did feel very Zack Snyder-esque in the way that it was telling a story. It had the whole in the past type scenes with the voiceover, and of course the voiceover in this one was the young boy who was not a good actor. So that felt very much like Wonder Woman, 1984. Was there a voiceover in the first one? I can't remember. All these movies, as far as DC, always have this voiceover at some point in the movie, and they do it all the time. And this one has that with a very bad actor in the kid. So that was a little bit frustrating. But was I hoping for a different way this movie would go? Yeah, I knew it was going to be a Batman v Superman or a Godzilla versus Kong type scenario, which is funny because Warner Brothers has done all these movies when it comes to these verses. And I think Godzilla versus Kong is one of the best. This one would be next, just as far as how it goes about its story for the most part. But you don't really care about the Sabak fight all that much. You care more about the fight between Black Adam and the JSA. That was fun, even though the JSA, you don't really know much about them in this movie. You kind of have to go in with the JSA already having some knowledge of these characters. And so that part was a little bit odd as far as how they went about that. I thought Hawkman and Dr. Fate's relationship was cool. I want to see more of that. But if you don't know anything about these characters, you're not really going to get anything about them in this movie. They're just there, already established. So it works in some cases, and others, it just doesn't. But that was just me. I had fun with the movie, though. I actually kind of want to see it again. It was fun. Even the end credit scene, it was great. So if you haven't seen it, let me know if you're going to watch it, or if you're just going to wait for it to be on HBO Max, which it will be, I'm pretty sure, soon. But yeah, I had fun with it. Very funny pitch meeting as always. He hits all the beats in this one in a funny way. It was pretty standard as far as how I went about the pitch meeting for this movie, but the delivery is what makes it really good in this one. So I enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you are a member, subscriber, or watcher, whatever the case, appreciate you. You are amazing. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have yourselves a great rest of the day. Take care.